to Benson Boy. Apache Dart third, left without cover, and Donny is allowing him to stride forward now. Flying Legends on the back of Apache Dart, Electrifying on the rail. Vikings Memory three back in the running lane on the outside of Uist, then under surveillance. The Alvarez is second last, and it's Stuyvesant last as they work down to the judges' box with 2 rounds left to run at the 2,000 metres mark. And the leader is Hobby's Trust. It's Hobby's Trust, a length in front of Apache Dart, and one to Benson Boy, locked up behind the speed. Flying Legend fourth, 1 out, 1 back on the outside of Electrifying. Then Vikings Memory covering Uist, a length to under surveillance. The Alvarez second last, and it's Stuyvesant whips them in as they work to the back. They're running past the tea trees, and with 1,700 metres left to travel, Hobby's Trust shows the way. Leads by a length to Apache Dart and 3/4 to Benson Boy, who's tucked in on the fence behind the leader. Another length away, Flying Legend in the sweet seat on the outside of Electrifying. Then Vikings Memory around Uist, followed by Under Surveillance. And it's Stuyvesant back at the tail of the field as they work past the 1,400 metres mark. The Alvarez poking up on the rail. The first section of the race took them 2 minutes and 8/10 of a second. The first 1,500 metres in just over 2 minutes. And it's Hobby's Trust in front at the 1,200 metres peg by 1 to Apache Dart. Benson Boy third, locked away on the fence. Then Flying Legend from Electrifying. Vikings Memory, Uist, under surveillance, the Alvarez. And it's Stuyvesant peels out 3 wide from the rear. 31.9 for the first quarter of the last mile. Hobby's Trust almost 2 in front of Apache Dart. Benson Boy still third, still corralled on the rail. Flying Legends enjoyed the run of the race on the back of Apache Dart. Electrifying's on the fence, needing a little luck. Then Vikings Memory from Uist. It's Stuyvesant out 3 deep. Under surveillance second last, and the Alvarez a neck away at the tail. 31 for the second quarter of the mile. Hobby's Trust 2.5 in front of Benson Boy. Apache Dart's been in the death. He's feeling the pinch. He said goodnight, Apache Dart. He dropped the bit. Electrifying's on the rail. Vikings Memory comes out 3 deep. Flying Legends looking for an out. Uist on the fence, then under surveillance, followed by the Alvarez, and it's Stuyvesant. Hobby's Trust 2 in front at the 300 metres mark. Benson Boy second, waiting to peel off his back. Electrifying's gone up on the outside. Benson Boy has to peel. Hobby's Trust leads around the corner. Benson Boy giving chase. Electrifying on the outside, and Uist ran out of room. Hobby's Trust led at the 100. Electrifying's wearing away. Hobby's Trust in front. Electrifying's cutting him down. Will he be in time? No. Hobby's Trust lasted to win by a nose. Hobby's Trust from Electrifying third. Another photo might be Uist from Benson Boy. Then Flying Legend, Vikings Memory, Apache Dart, the Alvarez under surveillance, and it's Stuyvesant was last of all.
Thank you very much there, Terry Spargo. And there you have it, photo all around at Albion Park. And they've
racing good dispatch off the inside. Gozo Wind and Woe Betide showing speed, so as Depose. Crossing quickly like a kid. Depose shot through, led like a kid. Third Woe Betide. Then came Plug for Me, Kid Bristol. Then Gozo Wind, and last of all Erin Lass. Down the back, and Depose had a shot around them to take the lead. Like a Kid is second. Again moving up to challenge, and then Plug for Me and Woe Betide and Kid Bristol. On the corner it's Depose. Just the leader. Depose got clear. Coming down the outside, Woe Betide. Depose got home, I think. Depose beat Woe Betide. Right behind them was on the inside Like a Kid. Kid Bristol over the top, and then Plug for Me, Erin Lass, and Gozo Wind was last.
There it is, 30.62. Nicely done, Pete. He called it right. 3-8 as it turned out. And race number 8 at Wentworth.
Ready? Racing. Now, Newey Advance began quickly. El Nugent's not going to get involved at the start. It's going to ease back. Cactus Gossip away well. Satan Commands goes forward, but it's 3 deep. Faldo's 4 wide round the first turn. Cover 8 kicks up behind the leader. El Nugent in the centre. Out wider Sun Khan. Further back on settling down, we have Flip Flap. And at the tail, Finnegan. Racing towards the back. Newey Advance led. On the outside, Satan Commands moves up and gets within about a head. Still out 3 wide, Faldo. Cactus Gossip in the centre. Cover 8's behind the leader. Midfield then El Nugent. Finnegan gets up along the inside, 4 metres away to Flip Flap second last, and Sun Khan has eased out to the tail. They leave the back, a lap and a half from home. Don't really think they've gone all that quickly in front, and Newey Advance has had a fairly good run. On the outside, Satan Commands though, back and behind the leader, Cover 8, Cactus Gossip nice and handy. Earl Nugent in the centre, 3 wide Faudo, it's been there from the outset. Back along the inner then Finnegan there, followed by Flip Flap, and Sun Khan goes to the inside. First quarter 32.7, so they come down the straight. Newey Advance just the leader. Satan Commands won't mind this pace off, and he's travelling all right. Back behind them, Cover 8, Cactus Gossip runs fourth, then Finnegan. Now Earl Nugent's in danger of being pocketed, and he's going to get out inside of Faudo. He comes out 3 deep on the favourite, so Faudo's pushed 4 wide. Back then in the centre, Flip Flap follows Earl Nugent, and Sun Khan comes one off the rails. They race towards the back, just over 600 out. Newey Advance just the leader. Satan Commands is second, and Earl Nugent moves up out 3 deep as the sprint's on now. Cactus Gossip in the centre, down in behind them, Cover 8, and they're followed by further out on the track then Flip Flap, Sun Khan and Finnegan coming off the back. Satan Commands and Newey Advance the sprint right on. Earl Nugent just struggling a little to really get them, but he's still battling on, and they're clearing out from the rest, 10 metres in advance of Cactus Gossip, Cover 8, Flip Flap. On the turn, Newey Advance, Satan Commands together. Earl Nugent still trying hard. Into the straight, Satan Commands the leader. Earl Nugent comes to the outside now. There's a sprint there. Satan Commands in front. Earl Nugent getting him. Satan Commands hung on. Satan Commands has won a nose on the line, Earl Nugent. Great finish. They were clear of Newey Advance. Then Cactus Gossip, Cover 8. Further back to Flip Flap, Sun Khan. Well back then Finnegan, and Faudo last in.
Yeah, top finish. Thanks, Pete. That was one of the best finishes of the night in race number 6 at Globe Derby. The Postman Combined Stakes 4, 2 and 1, and Satan Commands taking it out there. And let's have a look. We've got some dividends. Les Harding was the driver. Hobbies Trust 330 and 120. Electrifying 275. Number 5 US Darren Flindell for race 10 at Penrith, the Twin Track Trophy race.
Just about all locked away now for the last. Heat 6 of the Twin Track Trophy. And the favourite on the tote, number 7, Magnum Bale, at $3.30. Ready to run. Set. Racing, Stagebrush Sam got out well, started subtly in the centre and charging over as Ocean Winds. Will it get across Ocean Winds? Yep, it will. Leads out of the straight by a length to Stagebrush Sam, and getting to third, Just Watch Me, followed by Pretty Faint of Magnum Bale. 5 lengths to Rocket Craft, 2 lengths to Subtle Even. The last one is Hot Jive. Heading down the back, and Ocean Winds accelerated clear by 5 to Stagebrush Sam, Just Watch Me. Further back, Pretty Faint of Magnum Bale, but in the straight, and Ocean Winds is way out in front. Good go for second, Just Watch Me, together with Pretty Faint. In fact, they're all over the place, but Ocean Winds will win easily. Second, Pretty Faint. Now getting up for third, Magnum Bale, followed by Just Watch Me. Further back, Hot Jive from Stagebrush Sam, Rocket Craft, and Subtle Eve amongst the tail enders.
Now it's 8 and a photo. Penrith.
Line good. Mobile pulls away in the back straight, and one of the best to begin, Whims and Wishes off the front. It's trying to head off Nola Mac early, and also Printer's Percentage goes forward 4 out. Abel Barnes now easing, with on the outside Brewster's Empire. Admiral Victory just in behind them, followed by Harry the Dancer, Master Regan. Second last early is Highland Blend, and 8 metres away Casino Boy. Going quickly around the outside now, Printer's Percentage worked to the lead on the turn the first time from Whims and Wishes. Brewster's Empire travels up without cover. Nola Mac is fourth on the rail. 4 metres to Abel Barnes. Admiral Victory works one off the fence, followed by Highland Blend, Harry the Dancer. Master Regan second last, and Casino Boy 6 metres away. Travelling down the straight 2 circuits out, and Admiral Victory, he now pulls around the outside 3 wide. Out of the straight they race towards the 1700, and the leader Printer's Percentage narrowly by 1.5 metres. Admiral Victory now travelled up into second placing. From third last now, Harry the Dancer. He peels around the outside wide. Whims and Wishes having a nice run behind the leader. Then Brewster's Empire on the outside. Around him is Harry the Dancer. On the fence is Noel Mac. 4 metres to Highland Blend, the inside of Abel Barnes. And the last two are the popular two, Master Regan on the outside of Casino Boy. At the lap and a half they race, and narrowly in front Printer's Percentage by a neck to Harry the Dancer. Whims and Wishes, she's third on the leader's back, being trailed up in turn by Noel Mac. 1 by 1 now is Admiral Victory, then Brewster's Empire. 8 metres metres to Highland Blend on the inside of Abel Barnes on a loose rein. Second last is Casino Boy, and on his outside is Master Regan. Approaching the turn at the lap and a quarter, 1,100 metres out. It's Harry the Dancer on the outside, drawing up almost within a neck of the leader, Prentice Percentage. Looking back in the field for the Popular Two. Now they start to make ground. Master Regan, he is the first to pull out now, 3 wide. Casino Boy is trying to latch onto his back in turn. He doesn't though. Master Regan goes forward. Now he peels out on Casino Boy. On the back of Master Regan, who's down. He's crossed his legs, Master Regan. He's down. Severely checking Casino Boy. Abel Barnes also found by the Master Regan on all fours. He's okay, along with the driver, Stephen Dove. At the 600, the race on now. It's Prentice Percentage by a metre to Harry the Dancer. Whims and Wishes needing a run third. She's had the best run in the race, followed by Admiral Victory. Out 3 wide is Abel Barnes. Casino Boy, he now tacks up and pulls to the outside. 4 wide, he's running home resolutely. Then Nola Mac, Brewster's Empire gone from Highland Blend. And the other fellow, Master Regan, up on all fours, and the driver, Stephen Dove, is quite okay. On the home turn of the 250, Prentice Percentage, he still leads by a metre to Harry the Dancer. Whims and Wishes going half pace, needing a run. Admiral Victory pulls to the outside from Casino Boy, now under pressure. At the 120, Prentice Percentage in front. Harry the Dancer coming at him with Admiral Victory on the outside. Admiral Victory put his nose in front. Admiral Victory got the upper hand, and here is 4 for Gavin Lang. Admiral Victory wins a metre to Harry the Dancer. Whims and Wishes got out late third. She flew home. Close up Prentice Percentage. Then Highland Blend. Casino Boy in behind them, followed by Nola Mac, Brewster's Empire. Last in was Abel Barnes, and Master Regan appeared to cross his legs out of the straight at the 850. Fell, bounced up quite okay, along with the driver Stephen Dove.
9-10-2, Moonee Valley, race number 7. Bad luck for connections of and backers of Master Regan. Number 7. We'll see if we can show you that in the bell lap. And here it is. Here it comes now. The driver tipped out. He'll be okay. He tried to hold onto the reins and nearly did a perfect job. And there it goes. Heavens above. Heavens above. And Stephen Dove, the boy. Good luck to him. Bad luck for backers. He's okay, but a bit embarrassing. The horse is okay.
Racing, Dandy Gem came out nicely. So did Peerless Jethro, who went to the lead. Cliffman sitting outside of them, 3 wide. And then 2 lengths to Havoc Time over on the inside. Behind them, Camden Dancer, Big Bad Delvine. And Kuluan Fox back to last up ahead of them, Mercy Travel. Down the back straight now. And Dandy Gem is just the leader from Peerless Jethro. Cliffman coming into it. About 2 to Camden Dancer and Big Bad Delvine. Cliffman got on the leader's heels. Peerless Jethro went to the lead from Dandy Gem. Peerless Jethro the leader, and Peerless Jethro got home. Peerless Jethro beat Cliffman. In third position was Dandy Gem. I think it fell after the line. Then Big Bad Delvine, Camden Dancer, Kuluan Fox and Mercy Travel.
And it was a photo there. Pete's called number 2, and Peerless Jethro is the horse in question.
Turns the corner. Set to go, race 9. There's the blue light. They're off and racing. Hickok Alarum on the inside got out smartly, and Ruling Fella is showing a good turn of speed. Tullerwood Princess coming across quickly from out deep at the judge the first time. Dreamtime Snip eases just behind those, and coming across is Spicy Lass. They were followed further back by Syncopated Rhythm, and Mylou Grant is at the tail of the field, heading into the back straight the first time, and the favourite found the fence and led easily out Dancing Doris. Leads by a length and a half to Hickok Alarum in second spot, followed by Tullerwood Princess moving up on the outside of Ruling Fella. A length further back to Dreamtime Snip on the outside. Over on the rail next as they run down the back then is Spicy Lass, followed a length and a half further back to Mylou Grant at the tail of the field. Syncopated Rhythm just up in front of it. Heading on towards the top corner, 1,400 metres left to go. And Madison has out Dancing Doris stepping along nicely in front. The former New Zealander leads by a length and a half and looks to be travelling sweetly. Hickok Alarum in second spot, and Tullerwood Princess is posted without cover. Over on the rail next is Ruling Fella, followed by Dreamtime Snip, who's pulling very hard midfield on the outside. Over on the rail, Syncopated Rhythm as they come up to the home bend, followed by Tishan's Trick, who's a long way back, and last of all is Mylou Grant with Spicy Lass on the outside. Coming up to the post, 1 lap left to go, and this daughter of former top New Zealand pacer Noodlem out dancing. 5 to 2 on the tote. Gate turns the corner. Set to go, race 9. There's the blue light. They're off and racing. Hickok Alarum on the inside got out smartly, and Ruling Fella is showing a good turn of speed. Tallerwood Princess coming across quickly from out deep at the judge the first time. Dreamtime Snip eases just behind those and coming across as Spicy Lass. They were followed further back by Syncopated Rhythm, and Mylou Grant is at the tail of the field, heading into the back straight the first time, and the favourite found the fence and led easily out Dancing Doris. Leads by a length and a half to Hickok Alarum in second spot, followed by Tallerwood Princess moving up on the outside of Ruling Fella. A length further back to Dreamtime Snip on the outside. Over on the rail next as they run down the back then is Spicy Lass, followed a length and a half further back to Mylou Grant at the tail of the field. Syncopated Rhythm just up in front of it. Heading on towards the top corner, 1,400 metres left to go. And Madison has out Dancing Doris stepping along nicely in front. The former New Zealander leads by a length and a half and looks to be travelling sweetly. Hickok Alarum in second spot, and Tallerwood Princess is posted without cover. Over on the rail next is Ruling Fella, followed by Dreamtime Snip, who's pulling very hard midfield on the outside. Over on the rail, Syncopated Rhythm as they come up to the home bend, followed by Titian's Trick, who's a long way back, and last of all is Mylou Grant with Spicy Lass on the outside. Coming up to the post, 1 lap left to go, and this daughter of former top New Zealand pacer Noodlem. Out Dancing Doris leads at the judge by a length. Tallerwood Princess moving up to the leader's wheel, and Hickok Alarum is third on the inside. A length further back to Dreamtime Snip enjoying a nice run, and then Ruling Fella, who's tucked away on the rail. The length to the outside is Titian's Trick as they run towards the back. Syncopated Rhythm, Spicy Lass and Mylou Grant is at the tail of the field. In the final circuit now, 800 metres left to go. Out Dancing Doris, she's had a pretty easy run in front, and she leads by a length and a half. Hickok Alarum in second spot, and Tallerwood Princess has done all the work on the outside, but she's going forward. A length further back to Ruling Fella. On the outside next is Dreamtime Snip, followed by Syncopated Rhythm. A long way off the lead is Spicy Lass, back with it Titian's Trick, and last of all is Mylou Grant. Going onto the top corner, 400 metres left to go. Madison holding out Dancing Doris together, leads by a length. On the inside, banging on pretty well as Hickok Alarum, and Tallerwood Princess still there the outside. Ruling Fella peels out 3 and 4 deep to start a run. They've kicked away from the others. Up to the corner, out Dancing Doris. Madison sitting pretty quietly as they straighten up on the favourite. Now he goes for her, and she dashed away. Out Dancing Doris quickly put 2 lengths on Tallerwood Princess. Running on is Ruling Fella down the outside, but it's an impressive Australian debut by Out Dancing Doris. Leads all the way to win it well from Tallerwood Princess, and then Ruling Fella. A fair way back making up ground was Mylou Grant, Syncopated Rhythm, and then Hickok Alarum. A long way back to Spicy Lass. Then a break in the field to Dreamtime Snip, and Titian's Trick was last in.
Thank you very much there, Wayne Hickson. 473 Newcastle race 9. Still no minors at Wentworth Park. 2 and a photo. They can't split them. In that race number 9 at Wentworth Park as the debut horse, Our Dancing Doris, speeds to the line at Newcastle. We'll get back to the Albion Park market for race number 7. Nothing else to report at the moment. Number 1, 7 to 2. Back to its opening, Mobile Duke. 55 to 1 for Matrix Magic. We got 15 to 2 for... Here's Terry Spargo.
And Gatwick's Advice in the centre. Both came out of the gate in a rush. Gatwick's Advice went to the lead on the first turn with Mobile Duke second, and they're 3 in front of Crown the King, running to third from the inside of the second line. Matrix Magic fourth, then Robber Shaw and Lord Carrington, followed by Merchant Joe, and Parisian Royal dropped back to the turn of the field. Gatwick's Advice the leader at the end of the first quarter by more than a length to Mobile Duke. Crown the King third on the rail, though he's easing away from the paint now. Robber Shaw moves up 3 deep. Matrix Magic on the rail, then Lord Carrington. Merchant Joe's second. Last and Parisian Royal whipped them in at the judge and the bell. 28.8 for the first quarter of the mile. And Gatwick's Advice shows the way on the turn out of the straight. He's the TAB favourite. $3.05 for the win, and he leads by a touch more than a length over Robber Shaw. Mobile Duke third on the back of the leader. Crown the King away from the rail now fourth on the back of Robber Shaw. Matrix Magic Matrix on the fence. A length and a half to Lord Carrington, 2 to Merchant Joe, and Parisian Royal peels 3 wide from the tail of the field. They slowed to 33 and 8 for the second cut. Gatwick's Advice in front at the 600 metres pole. His break more than a length over Rubber Shower, with Movil Duke third and locked away on the fence. Crown the King fourth with nowhere to go as the rushers move up. Merchant Joe 3 deep, Parisian Royal 4 wide. Then Matrix Magic and Lord Carrington's wide at the tail of the field. They've packed. It's Gatwick's Advice a length in front at the 300. Rubber Shower second on a loose rein. Movil Duke in a dead-end alley, followed by Merchant Joe, and Crown the King's got nowhere to go. Gatwick's Advice in front at the top of the lane. Movil Duke trying to work into the clear from Rubber Shower. Gatwick's Advice in front. Movil Duke's out. Has he got enough ping to catch Gatwick's? Gatwick's Advice leads. Movil Duke flying too late. Gatwick's Advice. Gatwick's Advice beat Movil Duke. Rubber Shower third, then Crown the King, who had little luck from Matrix Magic, Merchant Joe, Lord Carrington and Parisian Royal.
And thank you very much, Terry. Spargo 5, the selection. Gatwick's Advice from 1 and 3. 5-1-3 in race number 7 at Albion Park. 1 race to go.
Hi, my name's Bob Dempster. I'm the licensee of the Castle Tavern at Castle Plaza at South Road, Edwardstown. We have a bottle shop, drive-in, front bar and lounge bar. I'd like to invite you all down to our counter meals, cross lotto, keno, TAB, Thursday night, late night music and entertainment for everyone to come enjoy our staff, our friendly environment and have a drink on us. Thank you very much.
Yes, and good luck to everyone. Between champion Evander Holyfield and the former title holder Mike Tyson has been postponed indefinitely because Tyson got injured in training this week.
And Handsome Rebel began very quickly. Luganis broke out of the barrier. He's taking profile very easy. Crafty Mood's trying to kick up on the inside going to the first turn. Handsome Rebel's about 3.5 clear. Hasn't got the full 4 though. And Crafty Mood's going to drive up and Crafty Mood leads. Handsome Rebel runs second. Kicking up behind the leader Calcutta 3. Filbert Street was on the outside 4th. Then 4 metres further back Motor Toe. Profile's trotted nicely round the first turn. He's next on the outside. Family Trust the Rouse. They're followed further back in the field then by Young Roman. Another 8 metres to Big and Beautiful. And 8 or 10 metres last of all was Luganis. To the judge they race, and they've got 2 laps left to run, and the much improved Crafty Mood is the leader. Going for the hat-trick tonight, it's out by a couple of metres. In second placing on the outside, Handsome Rebel. Now the lead time's 48.3. Behind the leader, Calcutta 3 with the run of the race. 1 out and 1 back, Filbert Street. 3 back the rails, then Family Trust. 2 metres further back to Motor Toe. 4 metres away was Profile. Now it's racing solo, 1 off the rails. On its back, Young Roman. Luganis now gets up along the inside, and last of all was Big and Beautiful. Leaving the back straight now. They've got a lap and a half left to run, and still the pilot was Crafty Mood. Travelling nicely, has done so from the outset. It led by a couple. Handsome Rebel's been forced to do the work. In behind the leader, Calcutta 3's had a great run. Filbert Street's just lost the back of Handsome Rebel there for a stride or two, or no, although as I speak it kicks up a little closer. Here's a move. Profile's off 3 deep now. The favourite taking off around them. Family Trust on the inside of Motor Toe. Big and Beautiful will follow Profile, which is going forward very quickly. Then Luganis and Young Roman at the tail. A lap from home. Crafty Mood led. It's going all right. On the outside, Handsome Rebel kicks up as Profile moves up 3 deep. Behind them, Calcutta 3 in the centre, Filbert Street. Then Family Trust bowed up on the inside. Big and Beautiful not quite on the back of Profile. Motor Toes in the centre, Luganis the inside, and 3 deep Young Roman. Trotting into the back, 600 metres left to run. Crafty Mood the inside. In the centre, Handsome Rebel. Out 3 wide, Profile going on with it strongly now, and he draws level with the other 2 and breaks up Handsome Rebel. Handsome Rebel goes for a gallop. Calcutta 3's into the clear of Good Enough, and they're followed further back by Family Trust, Filbert Street, and right off the track, Young Roman. Halfway around the turn, Profile's gone to a 4 or 5 metre lead. Crafty Mood broke up, moving to the clear second, Calcutta 3, and a long gap then to Family Trust, getting to third, then Young Roman, Filbert Street. As they turn for home, Fitness might be the only problem for Profile. He gets into him. Calcutta 3's running a bit of a race, but Profile's going strongly. Calcutta 3 can't catch him, and a first up win for Profile. Does it nicely. 5 metres, Calcutta 3 must win one soon. A long gap in the field then to Family Trust. Further back in the field then was Motor Toe. Filbert Street, Young Roman. Well back, Big and Beautiful. Crafty Mood broke up when still a place hope. Luganis and Handsome Rebel.
Thank you very much, Peter Smith. 2, 7 and 8. And a win to Profile from Calcutta 3 and number 8, Family Trust. Now, Newcastle dividends in race 9. Our
Windmill 33, Gerald Blue 3 to 1, the bottom Aircraft. Last couple moving in for the last race. Garçon running as the favourite. Good money for Aircraft as well. They're boxed and ready. Set to jump, racing. Garçon came out well, and in the middle, Madame Marie and Aircraft on the outside, but Garçon leads them at the first corner. Madame Marie settles second, going to third, Aircraft, and then Little Antique. A length behind them, Woodford Time, followed by Gerard Blue, Glamour Legend, and Little Windmill. Out of the straight, and Garçon the favourite. Race nicely clear, 4 lengths, Madame Marie. 2 away, third was Aircraft, Little Antique, and then Woodford Time. 4 to Gerard Blue, then Glamour Legend, Little Windmill is last. Garçon the front runner. Second, Madame Marie right behind it, starting to pick it back now, and so is Aircraft and Little Antique. Madame Marie went along the inside of the tiring Garçon. Aircraft over the top. Aircraft went to them, flashing to the line, Little Antique, and I think Aircraft fell in, but it's very, very tight. Aircraft or Little Antique hit it with nothing between them. Getting up for third, Madame Marie, Garçon, Woodford Time, Little Windmill, Gerard Blue, and Glamour Legend.
That is very close, Pete, isn't it? I think we might stay with you, Pete. See if we can find out who's won this South Wales Tas Mania match in Sydney. Here's Brian Markovic, Moonee Valley Race 8.
On their racing, Mimas Never showing speed. So too is Andy Bush looking for the front. He gets there from on the outside. Mimas Zeppa continuing on. Highway Prospect is 3 out going forward, followed by Andy Armbro. On the rail is Rainbow Rocket, a break of 10 metres to Bon Marché, then Lonesome Jubilee. 4 metres away, Graham T. In behind them, Johnny Agar, then Parlour Royal, and Samavan is 8 metres away. Around the turn in the first circuit, Andy Bush retained the lead by 4 metres. Sitting up now is Mima Zeppa on the outside of Rainbow Rocket. Andy Armbro has the 1 by 1, followed by Lonesome Jubilee on the rail. In behind them, Highway Prospect now getting in to be 3 back on the outside of Bon Marché. 4 metres to Graham T. Third last on the outside, Parlour Royal of Johnny Agar, and Samavan is last. 2 circuits out of the straight. The leader is Andy Bush by almost 4 metres. Rainbow Rocket, his back. A metre the outside is Mima Zeppa facing the breeze. And fourth on the rail is Lonesome Jubilee. Then Andy Armbro with the trail. 2 metres to Bon Marché, the fence. 3 metres to Highway Prospect. In behind them, Graham T on the outside of Johnny Agar. Followed 4 metres away by Parlour Royal. And Samavan is 8 metres away. A good 35 metres that cover the field inside the lap and a half mark. And the leader still is Andy Bush. Inside the 14.50 by 3 metres. Mima Zeppa has worked from the outset. Rainbow Rockets at a nice run behind the leader. Every chance Andy Armbro on the outside of Lonesome Jubilee. Then Highway Prospect on the outside of Bon Marché. 4 metres to Graham T. Johnny Agar is third last from Parlour Royal, and 8 metres away, Samavan. That's the order as they straighten up now in the final lap, and the leader still is Andy Bush. He's been left alone. At his wheel is Mima Zeppa. Still travelling third, Rainbow Rocket. There's virtually been no change from the outset. Up on the outside, Andy Armbro, always a handy fourth, followed by Lonesome Jubilee. He's needing ground. 3 metres away, Highway Prospect. On the rail is Bon Marché, 2 metres to Graham T. Then Johnny Agar, Parlour Royal, and Samavan is last and pulling out deep. They're in the final lap inside the 7.50. The leader still is Andy Bush. He's had a nice run by 4 metres. Mima Zeppa on the outside on a loose rein of Rainbow Rocket. Lonesome Jubilee still held up on the inside of Andy Armbro. The first to pull out is Highway Prospect. Andy Umbro comes out in front of him. Between runners, Graham T. On the rail is Bon Marché. Then Johnny Agar coming off the fence from Samavan and Parla Royal at the 400 metres before the turn. Andy Bushy still leads by 3 metres. Andy Umbro travels in 2, second placing. Still no run for Rainbow Rocket. My Mazeppa gone. Then Graham T pulling out, running home with Highway Prospect. Samavan is very wide. Lonesome Jubilee needs a run from Johnny Agar. They fan at the 200. Andy Bush in front. Andy Umbro is trying to pick him up. Highway Prospect on the outside is still boxing on. At the 100 though, Andy Bush in front. Graham T, Highway Prospect are trying hard, but Andy Bush is too good. Andy Bush leads all the way, wins 2 metres to Graham T. Maybe Highway Prospect third out wide, a nose to Rainbow Rocket. Bon Marché close up from Johnny Agar. Then Lonesome Jubilee. Andy Umbro weakened from Parla Royal Samavan. And last in was My Mazeppa.
4-9 and Defada, thanks to Brian Markovic at Moonee Valley tonight throughout the proceeding of the Melton program. And to the Melton Shire, good luck everyone. That was a good race, the Melton Plate, won by the favourite Franco Tiger, and to all your sponsors, including Senator